Hello, I am Alexander the Great. I have been Calypsonian in residence to the BBC since February 2000, and for whom I have composed over 600 calypsos based on news, current affairs and matters of historical and political interest. I'm going to give you some excerpts from 3 of my songs. Here's the first one, from Haiti, written in 2010, just after the earthquake. The Western world's poorest country, the one called Haiti, really been suffering since she declared herself free. We hear about the massive earthquake made the ground shake, thereby increasing the grief that was there already. Now, rich countries all trying their best how to see who's better than the rest. Row about the debts which Haiti's incurred. The reasons are so absurd. Haiti, this world has refused you. Haiti, confused and abused you. Haiti, can there be no end to your pain? How much more can remain? Haiti, this world has to face you. Haiti, have a bit of grace and embrace you. Haiti, we can't turn our backs on you again. No, no. Haitians fought a 10-year war till 1804, winning their freedom and showing Napoleon the door. La liberté, égalité, fraternité, just empty slogans, breaking like waves on the shore. Why France wanted reparation by judging their once enslaved nation, cried to pay 150 million, and today that's 20 billion. Haiti, this world has refused you. Haiti, confused and abused you. Haiti, can there be no end to your pain? How much more can remain? Haiti, this world has to face you. Haiti, have a bit of grace and embrace you. Haiti, we can't turn our backs on you again. That's Haiti. Then this next one is called Lash Them Lara, and it celebrates the year when Lara the Cricketer broke 2 world records in 1994. This is called Lash Them Lara, an expression we use in Trinidad for when you beat somebody. I have a tale to relate, it concerns the pride of this land, the events we should celebrate in the whole of the Caribbean. This thing is no mystery, something to excite we, rewriting of history by one special man. In Cantaro, watching old film of sobers winning the test, one young boy in front of the TV standing out from the rest. He practiced with broomstick, hitting marble and lime. Then speculate he could emulate Sir Garfield in time. Yes, everyone in Trinidad knows them, Lara, go on and lash them. Everyone in TNT say from way back what will be. Lash them, Lara, go ahead and lash them. Though his stature is small, he have no fear of the ball. However they play the game, he hit left and right just the same. Lash them, lash them, lash them, Lara. 100, lash them, lash them, lash them, Lara. 150, lash them. Well, the score not reach 175. Brian Lara, the finest batsman alive. All you now hush up and listen while I continue my theme. At Fatima College, they played a new young boy on the team. Opposition tease he, they say he look funny, but he score a century and play like a dream. When he reach 18, the big time selectors ask him to play, to represent TNT and to do his best on the day. Then when he reached 20, them open their eyes. The captaincy they give to he, to no one's surprise. If I tell you everyone in Trinidad know that he could lick them bad, lash them, Lara, go on and lash them. Yes indeed, everyone in TNT say from way back what will be. Lash them, Lara, go on and lash them, boy. Although his stature is small, he have no fear of the ball. However they play the game, he hit left and right just the same. And lash them, lash them, lash them, Lara. 200, lash them, lash them, lash them, Lara. 250, lash them. Well, the score not reach 275. Brian Lara, the finest batsman alive. And so it goes on 300, and you can guess the rest. And lastly, this is my song, They Came Upon the Windrush. In the light of the current Windrush scandal that's going on, we can see that various things have to be stated. I remember, as I'm sure some of you do, the great song London is the Place for Me by Lord Kitchener, which was sung on the gangplank of the Empire Windrush boat in Tilbury. Kitchener's song was very positive, rose-tinted spectacles, if you like, in his view of London. And many Caribbeans at the time thought that, yes, the streets were paved with gold. This is my take on it, a little bit different. In May 48, the Empire Windrush set sail from the Caribbean for Britain. 500 on board, coming to seek work, among them ex-RAF servicemen. The fare was only 28 pounds 10, but that was a whole heap of money way back then. On the 22nd of June, the ship docked at Tilbury, to the discomfort of the government, led by Clement Attlee. They came upon the Windrush in 48, the flame of hope in their hearts, whatever fate. A few who formed the vanguard came through, although the doors barred. It's true that most found it hard, but survivors always find a way. They came a part of the great diaspora, to claim our right to be part of what we all are. This land so fit for heroes must hand the laurels to those who stand, as history shows, built multicultural Britain today. These were not the first. Thousands came before to put in their bit for democracy. Many of them died doing their duty to ensure that Britain would remain free. On the Windrush, they thought they were British citizens, until they felt the iron fists in the velvet mittens no longer required. Citizens soon became immigrants, which Mosley and Powell used to fuel ignorance. They came upon the Windrush in 48. The flame of hope in their hearts forever fade. A few who formed the vanguard came through, although the doors barred. It's true that most found it hard, but survivors always find a way. They came a part of the great diaspora to claim our right to be part of what we all are. This land so fit for heroes must hand the laurels to those who stand as history shows, built multicultural Britain today. And there are two more verses to that as well. I have played at many festivals and concerts around the world, including the Cambridge and Sidmouth Folk Festivals, Musicport, carnivals in places like Toronto, obviously the Caribbean, Trinidad and Tobago, Switzerland, you name it. I've also specialised in writing individually commissioned songs for birthdays, weddings, funerals, and even to celebrate great figures in our current times or in the past. So these include cabinet ministers, even a Nobel laureate, and figures such as Sam King, the first black mayor of Southwark, and Dame Jocelyn Barrow, who recently passed away and who was a very respected member of the Caribbean, well, let's call it aristocracy, although she wasn't an aristocrat. Thank you very much for listening.